Red lights on here in Catalonia, Spain. And they're out as Nasev gets a better exit than Cookie. Already on the inside is Nasev. Cookie pushing Nasev to the inside of turn 1 as they go side by side into turn 1. Nasev and Cookie wheel banging through turn 1 and 2 as Cookie losing the rear. Nasev gets through and everyone seems to get away relatively cleanly. No spinners at the back. Couple drivers losing a couple positions. A Sluskard up into P6 now on the inside of Hemi Dimes. Gordon dropping a couple places as Womack's involved there, as well as big contact in the background. Liam's off the track. Gordon still battling with Womack's here. Cars absolutely everywhere as TJ gets through on Womack's. And now we've got a spinner. It's Stephen Beecham and Ali. Ali has got big damage here in the Williams. TJ McAlooey battling with Ty Clear. It's been a ferocious start to this Spanish Grand Prix. As we have a look at the tyres if we can, well, they still go side by side. Michael round the outside of Ty. Ty keeping it on the inside. Can Michael try and get the exit here? Ollie going to follow them through. As there's a big wobble from Berlin up ahead on those hard tyres. Stephen in to fix some damage, I believe. Stephen yet again having another race. Oh, and we're 3 wide into turn 1 as the VSC is out. Berlin, can he get through with DRS? Ty, I think, has got the straight line speed to get ahead of Berlin, and the DRS has helped him do that as well. Berlin, biggest gainer in the race so far as Thori is Rio Harris on the outside of Echo, going to get through, and Hemi Dime's going to look through as well. Has a little luck. Gordon going to get through in Sluskard, and Sluskard, the tier 2 driver, having a very strong race here out in Spain, but not close enough to making a move. TJ now on the outside of the Sauber driver. Can he make it round the outside? As Sluskard goes a little deep, but TJ dances around the outside. A lovely move there as Thori getting through on Mallard as well. Unstable here is Mallard and Thori, and oh, we're off in the gravel. Does Mallard go? And Thori battling as Berlin off the track. Berlin's left the track here. And we've had a whole lot of carnage in the space of a very few amount of corners. Sluskard back through again. I think Thori must have gotten a legal overtake. There's TJ. TJ's gone as well. Did someone put Fairy Liquid down on the track? Everyone's spinning. Mallard's got an unfair illegal overtake, I'm pretty sure of it. As Sluskard going to try and work his way back through, and Mallard dives it down the inside. Oh, and he loses the rear. Oh, heavy on the brakes with Sluskard. And Mallard thankfully surviving. He had a tussle last lap. We didn't quite see it, but that time we definitely did see the tussle. And Sluskard struggling as Womack's around in the wall. Oh, heartbreak for so many drivers here in the race. As Cookie now trying to use the DRS and ERS now along the outside. Cookie goes, spins. As contact as Gordon leaves the session, Cookie and Nasev absolutely tussling through turn 1 and 2. That's allowing Rio back into the battle again. AG invited eventually, took forever to find him. As Cookie now back down the outside again and Nasev, more contact. And these two are just absolutely wheel banging through turns 1 and 2. Round the outside of 3, can Cookie find the grip on those hard tyres? And I think he has, and Cookie defending the inside of the next corner. As Nasev trying to dance around the outside, but lovely battling between Cookie and Nasev. And finally Cookie gets the move done as Nasev going to look down the inside. Very late sand. And all this battling surely has got to invite Rio Harris into this battle. We did, which he already is as we head down to turn 1 now. Surely Echo and Hemi Dime's going to look to get through on Mallard in quick succession, and both of them do, but can Hemi even try and get through on Echo? No, not close enough to make a move on the Haas driver. The longer this battle goes on, the more it helps the Mercedes driver, as Cookie now already down the inside here at turn 4. Going to try and outbrake the Mercedes driver, and Cookie getting through now up in the P2. As Nasev going to try and weave this way and not to defend, but Cookie now round the outside. Can he get through round the outside? Nasev keeps a wheel in. Big contact. Cookie, big contact there. And Nasev keeps the lead in suspicious circumstances there. We'll have to see what the stewards say about that one. But Cookie forced to stay behind for another lap here. Nasev At no point is Cookie absolutely dive bombs him. Dive bombs him at the corner where we've seen seen Verstappen overtake Russell in very clean fashion. We've seen it again. Cookie dive bombing Nasev. But will Nasev go for a late dive bomb into turn 1 as Cookie... Oh, he tried to set him! Oh, a big contact! Nasev and Cookie come together as Cookie stays ahead. Big spin for Nasev. And Rio now looking on the rear of Nasev. And on the inside, the Mercedes driver's going to take P2. A bit more of a camera battle than we've seen with the Red Bull and Mercedes. Or the Red Bull and the V-Carb. If we look at the penalties here, it's only Echo with a 10-second penalty as Gordon does get through on TJ. As Rio Harris now has been essentially handed P2. Hemi Dimes handed P3. And Cookie appears to be handed P1. As yellow flag out. And Cookie's gone off. Huh? What? Cookie gone off and has given Rio Harris the lead. What? To try and burn it down the main straight. Will Cookie go for a late sand here? I think he will. Rio. Oh, he's kind of let him through and Cookie gets straight through as there's a yellow flag out. I think Ollie involved is dropped behind Gordon now as Rio. Did he play it? Did he give Cookie too much of an edge there? Is Cookie losing the rear now? Can Rio... Oh, he's in a big lift. Big lift through the penultimate corner. Rio, come on, plant the throttle. Oh, he's got a horrible exit. Hopefully he has the battery. I'm not sure if he does. He's going to give it everything down into turn 1. As Rio now going to switch to the inside. Can Rio outbrake Cookie down into turn 1? Side by side they go and Cookie going to keep it ahead. Wasn't the easiest race for Cookie. It looked like he had it all wrapped up, but for whatever reason he threw it all away. But Rio Harris could not take advantage, although Rio will get his first podium of the season and may move up to P2 in the championship as a result. But again, Cookie will win here in Spain ahead of Rio Harris in P2. Rio fought with all he had but could not find a way through. Meanwhile, Hemi Downs will finish P3 ahead of Nasev, who threw away a P2 potential on the cards. Meanwhile, Michael Loy going to finish in P5 ahead of Gordon, who may drop behind Ollie for a brilliant result from the McLarens. They had a horrible qualifying but have made loads of gains throughout the race, and Michael now will finish P5 ahead of Gordon. Next it's Ollie who'll get promoted to P6, who finish ahead of both Aston Martins as TJ crosses the line in P9. Echo in P10, who threw away a great result as well. He could have been on for a P4 or P5 there as well, but decided to box lid on for who knows what reason. Sluskard in P11, lovely result for him. Mallard, that 10-second time penalty costing him massively here as he'll finish in P12.